Hey everyone, welcome back to the month ahead reading. So this is for May 2023 for the astrology and the card reading for all signs for May. So for May, there's quite a lot going on. Before I actually get into that, I want to just quickly mention a couple of things. First of all, I mentioned last month, if you saw it or if you didn't, I'm no longer on Etsy, so I'm on my own website now that I've created, so the link will be below. It's readingswithsusan.net, and you can order the same readings and some new ones that I've added through my online through my website and my online shop that is part of my website. Also, if you'd like to join me on Patreon, check it out. Patreon is like if you don't know, it's a subscription based platform, so you can subscribe for example, there's two tiers. The first one is $6.99 Australian dollars per month, and the second one is $22.22 per month. So with the first one, you get access to extra videos, things that I don't post on my YouTube channels, on either of my channels. Sometimes I will add things that I post, or I'll post them early there. So you get early access to videos, as well as extra bonus videos on lots of different topics, from astrology to card readings. Sometimes I do, when something comes up, I'll do like psychic investigation into with the tarot cards, into like cold cases or missing persons cases. I haven't had anything come up for that recently, but I have a couple on there that I did a little while ago. But I'm open to suggestions as well. And remember to follow me on Instagram, because I post there daily pretty much, as well as you can follow me on Facebook, my Facebook business page. But anyway, all links are below. So I just wanted to mention about Patreon, because I love being on Patreon. It's kind of like just somewhere I can be a bit more creative and more relaxed, and you know, it's just only those who subscribe can access those videos, and you know, most of the people there I know personally. So, but if you want to join and I don't know you personally, that's totally fine as well. But anyway, I just wanted to mention it. So that's the other thing is that's the main stuff with the announcements that I want to mention. Now I'm going to go straight into the astrology. So what's going on for May? A lot. So we start off with Pluto retrograde. So if you're a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, or if you have Pluto in the first house in your chart, or a dominant Pluto chart, with the Pluto retrograde transit, which will happen for a number of months, this may make you feel like you have to kind of go more within for answers on things, rather than sort of push really hard externally. Though you may still have a lot to do externally, but it's like you've already seeded a lot of new ideas in the past many months and put those things into motion, and now it's like there's a bit more kind of fine-tuning, internal self-reflection, things like that going on. There could be power struggles that come up as well with Pluto retrograde, so be aware of that. More subtle power struggles, you know, like people being a bit kind of under the radar. But if it's mostly going to affect people that are late Capricorn or Capricorn people, as well as Scorpio people with strong Scorpio. So if you're suddenly aware of like power struggles and you're thinking what's going on, it's probably to do with the Pluto retrograde. The other thing is, on May 5th, huge announcement for this astrology, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. So that will happen at 14 degrees of Scorpio, and you know, it could feel a bit intense, it could feel a bit emotional, it could feel like a build-up of emotion leading up to the 5th of May, leading up to the eclipse. And then after the eclipse, depending on your chart, you could feel a sense of relief, or you could feel things intensify in a different way. And if you've got anything around 14 degrees of a fixed sign, so Scorpio, of course, Taurus, Leo, or Aquarius, this will impact you, especially if you've got anything on the angles of your chart, so your ascendant, your midheaven, your IC, or your descendant around the range of 14 degrees. So it could be anywhere from 12 to 20 degrees, you may feel it. Keep in mind, the full moons are always about releasing. With a lunar eclipse, we have destined changes happening, things that are part of change that needs to happen so that you can grow. And with eclipses, there's always an influence of around 3 months or so, and even longer sometimes, into the future, where things that are set in motion at this time can manifest down the track as well. So changes that are happening can really show up as key features of your life in the future. Change that's happening can be very destined. It's kind of like if it can feel like things that are out of your out of your control in a way, and it doesn't have to be scary like that, but it can be like, whoa, I didn't expect this to happen, you know, and just having to go with that. Again, that's not for everyone. A lot of the fixed signs are going to feel that more, like I mentioned. So that's a very powerful eclipse. And the next thing is from May 7th, Venus goes into Cancer. So we feel from May 7th more of a feeling of needing to sort of protect our energy, be a bit more cautious, more quiet time, maybe not feeling as social coming out of Gemini going into Cancer. We may feel like just spending time at home more, doing things that feel quietly, you know, nourishing or restorative, and maybe spending time near water can be extra healing with Venus in Cancer. And Venus will be there for a few weeks at least. From the 8th to the 10th of May, the Sun and Uranus will conjunct in Taurus between 16 to 20 degrees of Taurus. If you have anything between 16 to 20 degrees of Taurus, the 8th to the 10th of May could be very interesting for you. There could be something unexpected happening then that could be directly impacting your life. With Uranus, it's always about the unpredictable, the unexpected, sudden news. Is it good or bad? I mean, Uranus is in full in Taurus, so it can be a bit more jolting and a bit more stressful, but ultimately it could be positive for your life. It could liberate you in some way, which is the influence of Uranus. And also for those, I said 16 to 20 degrees of Taurus, but also anyone born between the 6th to the 12th of May as a Taurus sun, that date or those dates, 8th to the 10th of May, will be when that influences you personally. It could also influence you if you're between 16 to 20 degrees of Scorpio as well, with that Uranus-Sun conjunction. All right, so then we have Mercury going direct on May 14th, which is great news, yay. So we come out of any kind of mental confusion or lack of clarity in situations. It can just feel like a bit more settled after that. If you missed my video on what to know about Mercury retrograde, I'll link that below. That's a good video to watch to know like how to handle the Mercury retrograde, or how can it manifest for you, like just general stuff. Then May 17th, amazing news for the earth signs and specifically Tauruses. Jupiter goes into Taurus, yay. And I'll add the link to that video I made last year on Jupiter in Taurus and what it means for all signs. If you want to watch that, there's that as well. And this is just going to be blessings for all the earth signs from now till May 25th, 2024. Jupiter will be in Taurus. So it's going to be a very prosperous time, more money coming in for the earth signs, especially Taurus, growth in your life, coming out of stagnation, especially for Taurus people. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in Taurus as well. And then May 19th, there's a new moon in Taurus, and so that can be a time to plant seeds or manifest, especially when it comes to finances or new projects, new creative ideas, new ways to make money, a new garden you want to make, anything that's earthy or to do with the material realm. That's the new moon energy for the 19th of May. And then May 21st, we have Mars in Leo, which is a much more expressive kind of energy, a very go-getting energy. If you're a fire sign, you may feel, early fire signs may feel quite charged up after May 21st with Mars going to into a fire sign. So if you're born early in Leo, this could be very supercharged for you. You could feel a bit aggressive or a bit highly strung, maybe need to do some exercise to get your energy out or other activities that are fun. May 22nd, the Sun moves into Gemini. So then it's Gemini season. So happy birthday to all the Gemini people out there. And then we become more focused on our thoughts, our ideas from May 22nd. Our minds can be very, very stimulated at this time. So those are the overall, as you can see, there was a lot there, and I did go through it very quickly. If you need to go back over the video, you can listen to it again if you want to take notes, or if you missed that. That's the astrology for May. There is a lot going on. The biggest thing is, you know, obviously the eclipse, but there's quite a few planets changing signs. Mercury direct May 14th, and the Uranus-Sun conjunction. Gosh, there's a lot there. Anyway, as I said, if you want to understand that more, you can take notes on the dates, and even, you know, if you're learning astrology, you can Google some of the terminologies and things. So next, I'm going to go to the card reading. So the timestamps will be below for all the signs, and you can click on for your rising or sun sign is mostly what I would suggest. Okay, so I'm going to do Aries. I just want to mention I am going to mention actually for each of the signs where the lunar eclipse in Scorpio is falling for each sign, to give you that extra information as well. So for Aries, before I get into the cards, this lunar eclipse in Scorpio is happening in your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of shared money, shared resources. So there could be some kind of releasing or letting go of something around how you work your money in a partnership, in a relationship, a marriage, or there could be something around inheritance for some. There could be something around a change in the way you do your banking or the way you pay for, you know, important things in your life. There might be some big shifts going on for Aries. Now, keep in mind that these, when it comes to eclipses, the influence is, you know, not just at the time of the eclipse on May 5th, but extended over, you know, a number of months as well. So let's look at your cards, Aries. And by the way, I just want to show you, I'm using the Muse Tarot today, and that's this deck here. I'm using the Goddess Dream Oracle, and for some advice, I'm using this gorgeous deck called the Sea Soul Journey card. So I haven't used 2 out of 3 of these decks before. I haven't used the Goddess Dream deck for a while. So, and of course I use the Astro Advice. So Aries, let's see what you guys have for the month of May. Aries people, May 2023. Okay, so you have the 8 of Wands. Wow. Okay, so the 8 of Wands is this fire energy, and it's the energy of things happening very quickly for you this month. So for some Aries, this is travel, this is relocation, this is a lot happening at once. Okay, I'm actually going to do 2 tarot cards for each sign this month. I just feel, especially with the eclipse, we need a bit more information. Let's get another card for Aries. Here we go, this one's popping up, the Strength card. Yeah, so wow, it is going to take your strength to focus on the changes that are going on for you. This month there is a lot going on, like I said. With the Strength card, you see the Leo energy here, which is the lion. It's all about courage and following your heart and your truth. So it seems to me that whatever is changing around you is meant to be happening for you, Aries. It's part of your, you know, it's part of your growth at this time. Let's have a look at a card from the Goddess Dream Oracle for Aries. Let's see what else is coming up. May 2023 for Aries. Oh, jumping card. Okay, so we have Dance. Wow. Let your body move. Okay, beautiful. I'm really drawn to that figure in the background, which makes me think of something around Asian culture, or she looks like she's from Thailand or Malaysia, one of those countries. So there might be someone that has a connection with Malaysia, Thailand, or that kind of region in some way. Obviously, there could be just one person watching. There could be someone around you in spirit, is what I'm getting in, because all the birds here and the owls, who's helping you out this month quite strongly. You might have a message from a loved one who's passed on, or you may have like this feeling like one of your guides is trying to give you a message through your dreams or something like that. It is a number 9, and 9s are about endings, change and new beginnings. We have 8 and 9 here. And actually, yeah, the Strength card is 8 as well. So you actually have a double 8. So far in the reading for Aries, there's a lot of transformation. So this is huge sweeping change for Aries. And it's saying be happy about the changes. There's something that's unblocking for you this month that, you know, maybe you've wanted for a while. There's something happening around you that's boosting you up. Let's see what the Astro Dice have to say for Aries. Gemini, South Node, and second house. Interesting, because the second house is also to do with finances. And I was saying at the beginning of the reading, you know, the eclipse in Scorpio is in your 8th house of shared money. So there could be some changes around letting go of an old way of thinking about your money situation. So something about either, you know, for some, like I said, for some areas, you're changing the way you're handling or using your money on some level, whether it's changing because of a partnership shift, or, you know, like being with someone new, or leaving a relationship, or just new dynamics in your life, you know, changing banking, changing jobs. Something with what you're paying, the way you're paying for things is going to shift, is what I'm seeing. And that's also partly to do with the eclipse, but it's also an energy around you this month. Also, this can be where you're hearing from like either a friend or a relative from the past, or connecting with a friend who you haven't spoken to for a while, someone that is quite loyal. That's what I'm also getting. All right. And they could even have Gemini or Taurus energy. Let's see what the advice card is for Aries. For May, advice for Aries. Oh my goodness, you have a double message here. Remember I said with the Strength card, it's about courage and listening to your heart. You have that again, Aries. So that's very powerful when that happens. So it's saying, may each breaking wave build your courage. So that these cards are all based on like ocean things. I love them. So this is saying, you know, it is going to take courage for you to make some changes in your life, but you're meant to be igniting that courage at this time and going forward into this new path that, you know, you are following your heart, you're following your instinct, and you're meant to be doing this, and it's exciting for you. Wow, nice messages for Aries, really interesting. I love this combination of cards too. All right, so I'm just going to have a sip of tea and then we're going to go to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, it's your birthday month. Happy birthday, Taurus. I'm a Taurus as well. My birthday is not till May 20th though. And for Taurus, the eclipse in Scorpio is happening in your 7th house of relationships. Oh gosh, that's intense for us. So, you know, with eclipses and full moon lunar eclipses, this can be a releasing, a letting go. So, you know, that'll be interesting to see what that's about. You may have to let go of some kind of dynamics in relationship, let go of a relationship, let go of a connection with somebody, remove yourself from a toxic connection, distance yourself, go more within, you know, let other people do what they're doing and kind of, you know, hang back in your own space. That's what I'm getting. And there can be also with the 7th house lunar eclipse some changes in relationship that are just destined, because with the Scorpio lunar eclipse, it's very much like destined change that's just happening, and it could feel a bit emotional or overwhelming. It could be for some Tauruses. Oh, this card's jumping out as I'm speaking. The 9 of Swords. There's a bit of anxiety for Taurus around relationships. In this deck, it's the 9 of Voices. So there's some worry, there's some stress around relationships, around, you know, it could also be parents, significant people in your life, not just, you know, romantic relationships or partnerships or marriage, but it can be also work colleagues, bosses as well, or, you know, other significant people. So it looks like there's some anxiety. Let's see what else you're dealing with in the month of May. Let's hope there's a good card in here somewhere for Taurus. May 2023, Taurus. This one wants to come out. I could feel it. 4 of Swords, another swordy card. Wow, look at that image though. She's really looking after herself there. She's having a bath with the rose petals. She's connecting with her guides. Those rays coming out of her eyes is like clairvoyance, I feel. And meditation comes up. So if any Tauruses are feeling anxious, which wouldn't surprise me because of that Sun-Uranus conjunction that's happening from the 8th to the 10th. Like I said, if you're a Taurus, like I said at the beginning of the reading, that's born between the 6th to the 10th of May, or between 16 to 20 degrees of Taurus Sun Moon rising, you could feel a bit of anxiety energy around the 8th to the 10th of May. And even with the lunar eclipse on the 5th, you could feel it as well. So meditation, doing things that, you know, make you feel calm and settled. It's a kind of intense month, I have to say. So, I mean, I always find that May, even though it's my birthday month, there's always something chaotic going on. It's just, it always is the way. There's always change as well. So, for me personally, so I don't know if you're a Taurus and, you know, obviously your birthday would be either at the very end of April or up to May 21st. Then you might, I don't know if you relate to what I said there, if you have around your birthday chaotic energy, but I hope it's going to be not as intense. But then again, with the eclipse and the Sun conjunct Uranus, there could be some unpredictable elements to it. So we'll just be prepared for that. And it is likely in the area to do with, you know, your key relationships. Sorry, I'm just fixing my little crystal here. Trying to get it to stand up. There we go. Let's see what you have from the Goddess Dream Oracle for Taurus. What else is there for Taurus for May 2023? I just heard end of a cycle. Interesting. Which makes sense with the eclipse, but I heard that. Wow, in nature. Oh, I love this card. Because don't us Tauruses just love getting out in nature? Like, that's just such a thing for us. It's our peaceful place. connecting with animals, greenery. I just, like, for me personally, I love going for my walks. I always am conscious of, like, you know, exercising and things like that, and I feel like when I go for my walks I just get an extra level of peace. And especially if you live anywhere where there's nice scenery or water, or, you know, even animals, or just the natural world is just very healing. Also, I'm getting grounding, so you might just want to, it just says connect with nature, in nature, and connect with nature. You might want to put your feet on the ground, like your bare feet on the grass or the sand or the earth, to decharge a lot of toxic energies. If you're feeling very stressed and you just feel like, you know, I've tried this, I've tried that, I'm still stressed, which could definitely happen this month with all the crazy energy, the eclipse and the Sun Uranus conjunction, get out in nature and just sit on the ground, put your bare feet on the ground if you can. Even if you have a backyard, you know, that works too. Do it for at least 10 to 15 minutes, and you'll feel the difference. You know, it'll just calm your energy. And as Taurians, there's something about our physical essence that really connects with Mother Earth in that way. And it's very soothing. And you can also do meditation where you see yourself laying on the earth and that Mother Earth is nurturing you. So you're receiving nurturance, not from another person, but just from the essence of Mother Earth in her highest vibration. And it's very grounding to do that. It's very powerful. So I recommend that, since it's come up very strongly. Let's see what your advice card is from the Sea Soul Journey Oracle cards. Taurus. Oh, jumping card. Ooh, you have receive. And actually there was another card that flipped over, so I'm going to show you that because they jumped out together. And persist, which is a very Taurian energy here. Persist says, may your ripples build and swell. So this is about building things slowly this month and not trying to rush things, Taurus. We generally do try to do things slowly, but we can be impatient. People sometimes think that Taurians have endless patience. Not the case. Especially if you have like an Aries moon or like a fiery Mars or something like that. And it says receive, which is beautiful. May you know you are worthy of the gift. Oh my goodness. I just love this because Taurians, being ruled by Venus, we have to learn our value, you know. And sometimes Taurians can struggle with really seeing our own true value. But this is saying you are worthy, Taurus. Receive. Let yourself be open. Receive the good stuff that's coming your way. And, you know, don't forget, Taurus this month, like I said in the beginning of the reading, from, what is it, May, well, let me see, May 17th, Jupiter goes into your sign, which is bringing so many blessings for Taurus. It is time for Taurus to receive from May 17th all year to May 25th next year. Now, if you're born more towards the end of Taurus, you're going to receive more benefits next year as well. But like for me, I've got stuff scattered in Taurus. So I've got a couple of things at 29 degrees of Taurus, and then I've got, you know, my Jupiter at 12 degrees of Taurus. So there's, and then I've got my Venus in Taurus at scattered degrees. So there's some great stuff this year for me and some next year. So if you've got something like that in your chart, it's going to be over the next couple of years, kind of on and off, spread out, which is great. So this is just know this is a period of receiving. Do not give up before the blessings start kicking in, because they're coming, Taurus. Those blessings are coming in. You are struggling with some anxiety, but no surprises there, because, you know, Uranus is in Taurus, which has been wreaking some chaos in Taurus's life. Yep, 7th house of relationships. Look at that. That's amazing to me, because that's exactly where the eclipse is happening. Like I just said, the eclipse is happening in our relationship sector. The 7th house is the relationship sector, so look out for that. Aquarius also brings in friendship, the North Node, destined events this month. Very strong. Aquarius can also be this energy of unpredictability. Okay, so things happening in a way that you don't necessarily see coming. You may sense certain things, and then other things may be just complete surprise. All right, so that's what I'm seeing for Taurus. I'm just going to sip some tea and go to Gemini. All right, my lovely gems, let's see what you guys have. So for Gemini, the eclipse is in your 6th house of health, work, and routine. Okay, so the lunar eclipse is releasing energy, and so you may be releasing an old job connection, an old way of living your life, an old routine. You may be letting go of old toxic habits. You may be starting to think about your health more and what you need to let go of that's harmful to you, because, you know, Scorpio can be a bit of a destructive, darker energy. So if there's something in your life, Gemini, that is like that for you, that's related to health, work, routine, or even pets, you know, maybe you've got an allergy to a pet and you've got to, unfortunately, you know, give the pet away or sell the pet, you know, it can be something like that. Also, happy birthday for the Geminis born after May 21st. You guys have the Seven of Swords, and you have the Six of... Oh, sorry, not the Seven of Swords. It's the Seven of Wands and the Six of Wands. Wow. So the Six of Wands is success. Look at that card. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And you have a consecutive number, which is the Seven of Wands. Okay, so the Six of Wands is success and determined to succeed this month. Feeling determined to succeed with something. Pushing forward with your life. The Seven of Wands here can be feeling like there's a bit of chaotic energy around you, or people around you are not on the same page as you. Like people are giving you negativity. They're telling you things that are like against what you feel or what you believe. It can be feeling a bit like difference of opinion, clashes of opinion with others, people being difficult around you. So watch out for that energy. You know, it could for some Geminis be in the workplace as well, because the eclipse is in the work situation. And some Geminis might be changing jobs or having changes at work that might be difficult. You also have passion. Burning with life's passion. Wow, so very passionate month for Gemini. So that's quite beautiful. I love the lion here. It's saying follow your heart. Whenever you see Leo energy, it's like your heart's truth. So even if people are naysaying or, you know, have opposing views to you, you're meant to be following your heart's truth. And you may be sort of feeling a little bit influenced by others, I feel. But this is saying listen to your own truth. It's a 26, which is an 8, which is about passion, sexuality, transformation, feeling alive, feeling very connected to your passionate side, your vitality. So if you have been feeling like you're missing that, I feel like it's saying that that's coming back this month. So that's nice. Let's see what the advice is. We have resilient. May your soul weather the storms. That's a powerful card for Gemini. So look, Gemini, there may be things this month that you find difficult to deal with, or that are unexpected difficulties, but it's saying, you know, remember that whatever is happening, your soul signed up for this to learn from. And, you know, you can see all these pebbles here. It's like a bit uncomfortable, you know, when you are in the ocean or at the beach and you have a lot of pebbles, and it can be, you know, difficult to walk on, and it's like, oh, this just feels a little bit uncomfortable. So there may be something that you have to deal with that is a bit off-putting, is what I want to say. Is a bit off-putting. That's how I'm getting it, Gemini. Let's look at the Astro Dice for Gemini. Sagittarius, 6th house. That came up in your, with the eclipse being in your 6th house of work, health and routine. Venus in Sag. Interesting. So there might be some travel, or connecting with someone who has been traveling. It could be a female. For some Geminis, it could be a new work situation is what I'm feeling, or luck around finding out some good news about work. So if you've had difficulty in work with the eclipse around the 5th or after that time, and it is on ongoing energy, there could also be some good news around work, good news around health, because Sagittarius is about luck. And also with Venus in Sag, it's like trusting your instinct, you know, trusting where your instinct is guiding you. Okay, Gemini. So that's quite strong. Health issues do come up with the 6th house. So looking after your health, making sure that you're not, you know, overindulging in things that are not good for you, because it could take a bit of a toll on you this month. All right. Okay, so let's look at the next sign. So that's Cancer. Cancer, the eclipse is happening in your 5th house of romance. Wow. All right, Cancer. So 5th house of romance eclipse. So you, and also the 5th house is children. So if you're a Cancerian with children, you may be having some kind of change around one of your children, or having to, you know, like say they're starting school, or they're letting go of something old that they're doing, going into a new path, or there could be a lot of dramatic energy around a child. If you don't have kids, this would be romantic life and creativity, expressing yourself. You may feel, Cancerians, that you need to express some deeper emotion in a relationship. Okay, let's see what, oh, you have the 8 of emotion. I just said you need to express some deeper emotion. Yeah, some Cancerians might be leaving a romantic connection if you're not satisfied with it. Some, obviously not everybody. Or you may be having a break from a relationship in some way. You know, maybe someone's going away, or you're going away, or you're you know, having a break from the way things have been. You may be considering walking away from a relationship under this eclipse around May 5th. A romantic relationship, if you feel like there's not enough commitment with it. Let's see what else comes up for Cancerians. Again, these are general readings. This is not going to be for every Cancerian, but let's see. You have the 8 of Wands. Wow, interesting. So you have 8 and 8. That's 2 8s. It's about, again, transformation. 8 is also the number associated with Scorpio. So there could be something around the eclipse. Mars is in your sign, Cancerian, so it is making you feel a bit more emotional. This could feel like if something is dissatisfying to you on an emotional level, you're looking at moving on. It could even be work related. Let's get a bit more info from the Astro Dice on this one. Cancer comes up, second house. So funny, your own sign comes up. Second house of finances and earned money. I did say it could be work for some, but it could also be values. Unexpected developments in work or to do with what you've considered as stable. So there could be some unexpected news at the workplace, unexpected developments at the workplace, because second house is earned money. Unexpected developments with something related to stability. I know that's not what Cancerians like to hear, because Cancerians love their stability and security, but this is just what's coming up. Again, it's general reading. If you want a personal reading, I can look more into your personal astrology chart transits and cards for you, but that's what I'm getting for the general. Opportunity, interesting, expand your horizons. Wow, that's a deep message. So this is telling me that, look, I'm really getting a work focus for Cancerians here. If there's something that's going awry or going really weird in the workplace, look out for new opportunities, okay? If there's something about a relationship that you're not feeling is valuable to you anymore, or that you feel like it doesn't respect, like the other person's not respecting your value or appreciating you, this might be a bit of a change in that, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. I'm going to get you some advice. What's the advice card for Cancer? Oh, you have receive as well. May you know you are worthy of the gift. Yeah. So this is like if you're in a situation, Cancerians, where you're not feeling satisfied, this is saying you can actually do better. So whether it's a relationship or a job situation, that's what I'm getting. All right, moving on to Leo. All right, Leo, let's see where we've got the eclipse for you. That would be in your 4th house. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's a heavy energy for the eclipse. Okay, so the 4th house is home life, family, those closest to you, your deeper emotions. There could be some issue with a family member. This one wanted to come out. The Muse of Inspiration. This is the sorry, give me a second. The Muse. See, these tarot cards are different. No, it's not. Is it the King? It's actually the King, I think. The King of... Yeah, the King of... the King of Wands. So it's fire, okay? So this is about, despite anything going on in family matters, you're just focusing on your own path, Leo, this month, okay? So there could be a bit of drama in the family, or there could be something to change around a family member or a family situation, or even your home life in some way. Some Leos could be moving or thinking about moving or relocating. Let's see what you get from... Oh, I need to do another card, don't I? Forgot to do that. Second card for Leo from the tarot. The Ace of Swords. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is making a decision and getting clarity on something. So you might be making a decision about a future path, Leo. Something that's, you know, that you want to do, that's coming up. And it's about taking charge of things with these two together. It's really strong. I mean, Leos are really usually very good at that, but this is quite pronounced here. Oh, yeah. That's funny. Cancerians have the same card, but it's got the lion. So you have passion, and Leos are very passionate. It says burning with life's passion. Yep. So this is saying to you, follow your passion this month. It's very strong energy, and it's really giving you the green light to just go towards what it is that your inspiration, your desire is inspiring you to do. And it's like, sometimes, you know, it doesn't mean that everything's going to end up perfect or work out perfectly, but it's a matter of you expressing yourself. And it's like, I need to express myself, I need to make a decision, I need to take some action. It's that kind of fiery energy. And it's like, well, you know, however the chips fall is how they fall, but it feels like there's pretty good energy around you. But we'll look at the Astro Dice in a second. Let's see for what your advice is, Leo. You have wilds. May you express all that you are. Wasn't I just saying that? Look at that, Leo. I love it when the cards are so synchronous. Yeah, see, with the Passion card and the other two, the Ace of Swords here and the Muse of Inspiration, you're meant to express yourself and just be free with it, you know. Let yourself shine, you know, like Leos love to do. Let's see what the Astro Dice is. You have Moon, which is home life. Interesting. You have Scorpio. See, this is about the eclipse in Scorpio. That's going to have some effect definitely on your home life. You do have 5 here, which is to do with romance and to do with passion, to do with creativity, a lot of things like that. So this can be a very creative energy where you release something emotionally and it frees you up to have a new beginning. But there is something around romance and feeling very intense passion for Leo. I do see that, and you may want to express that to someone this month, or you may, if you've been thinking about it, you probably will express those emotions because it's almost like you can't hold it in anymore, is what I'm feeling here. All right, let's go to Virgo. What have we got for Virgo? Gosh, I hope that wasn't, I hope my camera wasn't out of focus. Virgo, this is in your 3rd house of communication. Oh, interesting. So for Virgo, Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, some truth could come out, some information could come out, some communication that really kind of shows you the truth of a situation with this eclipse. The eclipse is in your 3rd house of communication. That's powerful. There could be something revealed to you, something that was hidden. Someone could tell you something that maybe is a bit dark or a bit heavy. Let's just see, Virgo, what else is coming up this month for you. You have the Page of Emotions. So this is a Page of Cups, okay? So you might be feeling a bit sensitive or a bit emotional, or this can also be to do with someone who really has fond feelings for you coming forward, because it can be, you know, new love, new romance, or just romantic energy. It can be like a very sensitive new beginning. It can be something, you know, like for some can be pregnancy, that kind of thing. We have 3 cards that came out, so I will take them all. I usually just do 2, but that's what's come up. 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups. Oh, wow. So something's going on for Virgo that's like emotional, but it's bringing up a lot of options here with the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands is like, well, what do I choose here? I'm just not quite sure what direction. So Virgo, you're going to have to be quite discerning and decide what path forward feels right with the 7 of Emotions. Like, well, what feels right? You have these options, but what feels right? And it's difficult sometimes for Virgos to go with the feeling, because they tend to be more logic driven, like Gemini. Let's see what else you have, Virgo. Moon Law, ebb and flow. Wow, that's very interesting. So there's a lot of rabbit energy here. So we are in the year of the rabbit. You might be dealing with someone, you might be born in the year of the rabbit, or dealing with someone that's born in the year of the rabbit. Moon Law says it's a number 23, which is a 5, which is a very independent energy. But this is a very dreamy image, and it's like, I feel it's showing that you're going to be trying to tap into your intuition more and what your instinct is telling you this month. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what else for Virgo. 3rd house, Neptune, Gemini. How interesting. So this could be, you know, with Neptune, Gemini, and 3rd house, there could be some kind of deceptive or hidden information, like I said, that comes to light. The eclipse in your 3rd house would indicate that. Some Virgo risings might be letting go of a friend, or distancing yourself from a toxic relative or sibling. There could have been deception around communication in recent times, or someone wasn't honest about something and it's coming to light. You could be dealing with Pisces or Gemini energy here as well, Virgo. Interesting. All right, so that's Virgo. Let's move on. Okay, so Libra's next. Libra, the lunar eclipse is in your 2nd house of earned money. So you might be letting go of an old way of earning money, or an old way of, you know, some old energy around money, your thoughts and beliefs or limiting beliefs around money. You have Page of Materials. How appropriate for what I was just saying. There's a new beginning, Libra, for you. I love this card. Look at it. It's so cute. Her dress is made of roses and she's got a rose on her head. Love these cards. it's like there's a new beginning for you financially in the way you're earning your money, the way you're running a business, the way you're doing things with work. So you're letting go, possibly letting go of an old job situation or an old way of working, an old way of earning money. Okay, and there's something significant about the eclipse, Libra, in your second house. Second house is also your personal value, your values, what you value, your self-esteem. You might be letting go of something that's toxic so that you can feel stronger in yourself. You have Temperance, which is healing. And that's a beautiful card. So that's Sagittarius energy. You might be experiencing some kind of financial healing. That definitely could be a thing for Librans. So, balance and harmony, healing. So there's healing this month for Libra around finances and self-esteem. That's really what I'm getting very strongly, and I like that a lot. I think that's beautiful. Let's see what else for Libra. Libra for May. Direction. Where are you heading? 10, which breaks down to a 1 in numerology. So I really feel like, look at her. She looks very at peace to me, and we have the doves, which represent peace as well. So I feel like you're at peace with this unfolding new direction in your life, Libra, that feels very harmonious and peaceful for you. It's like you're setting up like a whole new life is what it feels like, and it's based on your need for peace and harmony, and Librans are all about that. And this is very encouraging and very positive. I love it. Let's see what the advice is for Libra. Advice for Libra for May. I'm really drawn to this one. Decide, may you navigate with purpose. Wow. Sorry, I was just like staring at the card because I was just looking at all those rocks, and it's like, I feel like a lot of Librans have been over all these difficult rocks, and it's been the terrain of life has been treacherous, difficult, challenging, and it's like interesting because with these two cards, I feel like you've decided it's time for change and you're making it happen. And let's see what the Astro Dice have for Libra. 8th house, Venus, woo, Scorpio. Oh my goodness. This is very intense for relationships. So yeah, interesting. Okay. So Venus in Scorpio in the 8th house can be the ending of a relationship. Okay. Or can be with the eclipse in your second house. You may start to really understand on a deeper level your true value, okay, as a Libran sun. That can be difficult because, you know, you tend to sometimes put other people first or relationships first despite, you know, toxicity and things like that. But this is saying, you know, there's something that's ending here in a relationship or with regards to, again, finances, because the 8th house is shared money, how you use your money, how you pay for things, you know, your complicated business dealings or complicated paperwork, things of that nature that are related to taxes, business, finances, things like that. So there's a big shift going on for you financially because, again, the second house is a financial house with the eclipse, and this is another financial house. You may be feeling more cautious in love matters also, like you're more wary at this time of your life, maybe because of things that you've been through, Libra. But I really love these cards for you because it really shows that there is a lot of healing this month of May for you. And there's a new direction opening up in your life, which is going to fill your life with peace. So that's wonderful. All right. Let's go to Scorpio. Scorpio, of course, the eclipse is in your first house of self. So there's a big transformation happening. If you're a Scorpio rising, sun or moon, there's fated change here this month for all the Scorpios. And this is going to affect your identity, like how you feel in yourself. What have you got here? The 7 of Pentacles, that's work. And you have the, wow, 10 of Voices, which is the 10 of Swords. This is an ending. And some Scorpios will be changing job, or there's an ending in the work area of life. So very powerful energy here. For some Scorpios, it could be just changing or an ending with regards to the way you've been living your life. It's like it's just felt very humdrum here with the 7 of Materials, which is the 7 of Pentacles. It's like you've just been going through the motions and doing the same thing, kind of survival mode. Not all Scorpios, but again, these are general readings, but I am getting that quite strongly here. And there is something that needs to end for you. And it is a karmic ending because, you know, this eclipse in Scorpio, you're a Scorpio. Scorpio is a very karmic energy. There's a lot of karmic themes in your life and patterns and things like that. I mean, I'm a Scorpio rising. A lot of patterns and heavy karmic themes that we have to deal with as Scorpio people. And it's real and it's intense. And, you know, if something's ending, it's meant to be ending. That's what I'm getting here. So again, for some, it looks like work related, or if it's something to do with the way you're living your life, which doesn't feel authentic for you anymore, that's it as well. So let's see what else you have. We have jumping. I feel like it's the one on the bottom. Happiness. Look at that. Oh, I have another rabbit here. Wow. So it's really about you tapping into a path. Like I said, if you're not being authentic, Scorpio, this is pushing you towards more authenticity. Sorry, I'm just fixing my cards here. Pushing you towards more authenticity and happiness. And it says joy of life. It's a number 5. 5s are about change. 5s are about independence. And this is also about fertility, abundance, new beginnings in your life that are going to bring you a lot of happiness. So if something's ending, Scorpio, do not fear. As much as Scorpios do not like change, because Scorpios like to feel in control, it is actually saying this is for the best for you with this eclipse in your first house of identity, of self, of your path. Let's see what your advice card is, Scorpio. Depth. What an appropriate card for Scorpio. Don't you just love the synchronicity? May you immerse and go deeper. Yes, go deeper, Scorpio. Yes. So, you know, Scorpios always love to go deep with things, but this is saying there's something at this time that you have to go into the shadow realms under this lunar eclipse in your sign. And Scorpios are very capable of going to the shadow realms, but sometimes Scorpios are just in survival mode and just trying to get on with things, trying to maintain things, you know. And it's uncomfortable even for Scorpios to go into the depths. As much as they're capable of it, it's still painful. So there may be something that is coming up for you at this time, Scorpio, that's not easy, okay, emotionally. Venus is love and relationships. Leo, following your heart and your truth. Yep. 5th house is romance. For some Scorpios, it can be children as well. Yeah, so there's a lot of emotion here that I'm feeling as I'm tuning into this energy. So a lot of Scorpios might be feeling a little bit raw with this lunar eclipse in their sign, because there's something difficult maybe that comes up. There's something difficult that's revealed. Maybe a truth comes out. Scorpio is about finding the truth. The full moon lunar eclipse could be this information or knowledge or insight is just revealed or released or comes to light in some way. And it may change how you feel about things. It could affect if you've got children. It could be around children. It could be if you don't have children, or it could also be around romance, because it's come up on the astro dice like that. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. This is in your 12th house of your subconscious. Whoa. So for Sagittarius, there's shadow issues coming up from the past, Sagittarius. It might be unpleasant for you as well, because it is the 12th house is the unconscious realm. It's our dreams. It's, you know, patterns from childhood, from past lives, things that we repress. The 9 of Wands. Sorry, I'm still getting used to these cards. The 9 of Inspiration. Okay, the 9 of Wands. Things happening quickly. A lot of information coming together at once. Travel for some. That's interesting, because Scorpio had that as well. So look, some Sagittarius that might be very busy at work at this time, and you may have a lot going on within you as well. So it could be a bit overwhelming for the month of May. And what I'd advise for Sagittarius with the lunar eclipse in your 12th is face the shadow issues. You know, whatever's coming up, journal it out, talk to somebody, face the issues. You have Serenity. So it's saying be calm. You might be going through something difficult, but try to maintain your calm. Reacting out is not going to help you at this time. It's going to be better for you to find gentle ways to center yourself, to connect with nature, to feel a sense of peace. I'm really drawn to these swans, and I'm feeling like getting out in nature, seeing animals somewhere is going to be really soothing for you. It's 31, which is 4, which is about stability and putting the effort and work into things. So yeah, there's some kind of work for you to do here. Let's get the astro dice before I get the advice card for Sagittarius. Leo, you had North Node and the 12th house. You might have, if you have children, you might have worries about your children. Okay, this can also be having to listen to your heart, your truth, on a more subtle level, rather than, you know, distraction or escapism. North Node, 12th house, could be going into some kind of feeling of isolation or retreating from things to go into your own heart and your own feeling. Oh, wow, look at this card. It says free. May your soul sing freely. That's beautiful. So what I'm getting here, Sagittarius, if you heal some kind of issue that's coming up now, it's going to liberate you in some way. Freedom is like a key thing for Sagittarians. Sagittarians love to feel free. So there is some kind of serenity and liberation coming. That's what I do see. But I do feel there is some work for you to do in the shadowy realms with that 12th house Scorpio lunar eclipse. Also pay attention to what your dreams are saying, because there might be some premonitions or dreams that are like messages from spirit coming through this month, and especially around May 5th where the lunar eclipse is happening. All right, so let's have a look who's next. We've got Capricorn next. Okay, Capricorn rising, Capricorn sun. Oh, these just popped right out. Gosh, you have the Tower and the the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. Wow, there's like a new beginning for Capricorn. Something sudden change, unexpected things happening suddenly or quickly. This is Mars energy, so it could be sudden developments that sort of take you by surprise. Sometimes it can be angry energy. It can be making a decision out of, you know, an anger, or something happens that's like sudden and you're like, I need to make this decision now and I'm going to make this decision. She looks very confident in her decision making abilities. I like that. And it shows she's listening to her guides here. So Capricorn, you will make the right decision around some kind of change this month, okay? And the eclipse for you is in your 11th house of friendship. So also group connection. So you might be leaving a group, disconnecting from a group, or moving away from an old friendship, or distancing yourself from somebody that you're just not feeling it with anymore in terms of friendship. You could be ending a project, or having to let go of an ideal of something or someone. Let's see what you have. Intention, springtime, spinning fate. Number 19, 9 and 1 is 10, which is a 1, which is new beginnings, Capricorn. Wow. So you are very set on your own intentions of creating your life the way you feel. So she's very focused on what she's spinning there. It's like she is manifesting, and she's really centered in herself with this as well. She knows what she's doing. So Capricorn is very, most Capricorns usually, when they make a decision to do something, they'll be very dedicated to that decision. And that's what I'm getting. It says, wild, may you express all that you are. So you are freeing yourself up from something from the past, Capricorn, that was holding you back. And it could have been to do with a group connection, or feeling like you were part of a group in some way, or to do with, a wish that you wanted, but it didn't work out, and it was not meant to. And it might have been based on idealism. You are manifesting something more powerful at this time. And there is a lot of change around you with the Tower, but it feels like it's setting you free to express your true essence, your true self, and for you to take charge of your reality in a way that feels right for you. Let's just get the Astro Dice too. Aries, Pluto, 11th house comes up again. Wow, the eclipse is in your 11th house, Capricorn. So there could be an ending of a friendship. Someone maybe that was too controlling, or someone who tried to have like too much power in the connection, or power struggles in a connection. So something that was off balance with a friendship, most likely, or someone in a group, and it looks like you're moving away from that this month. All right, so let's move on to Aquarius. Aquarius, this is in your 10th house of career, and it can be the marriage area as well. Also the public, dealing with the public, your status, your goals and aspirations. So Aquarius, you might be letting go of an old structure in your life, something that you thought was stable, maybe shifting and changing, because 10th house is Capricorn energy. So you're letting go of this like it could be an old burden as well, or something that was burdening you, that was a serious part of your life. You could be changing something with career. You could be distancing yourself from an authority figure or a parent. You have the 7 of Wands. So yeah, there is some kind of energy of disagreements or difficulty in having your way this month in some regard. Now, that doesn't mean that nothing good is happening. That doesn't mean that things are not going well for you. So please don't think that. It's just that there might be even just one person that you're dealing with who's making things a little bit difficult, or who's being negative around you. Goodness me, I just dropped half the cards. I think the Aquarians are feeling some kind of tension. But then again, I've got Aquarius moon, so it's probably me too. Knight of Emotions, so you have a romantic energy coming in. The Sun, which is joy. Wow. So Aquarius, you could hear from somebody or be reconnecting with somebody. I'm just going to pick up my cards. That you feel some kind of romantic connection with somebody that fills you with joy, makes you feel like a lot of romantic feelings, you know. It's like quite powerful here. And yeah, you've got someone in the background who might be quite negative. Maybe someone's saying to you they don't like the person that you're hanging out with, or, you know, this new romantic connection. Maybe someone's like saying they're not good for you or something, you know. It could be something like that. Or that could be, that negative energy could be coming from someone completely separated from that. But let's have a look at the Astro Dice. Second house, Gemini, Jupiter. So Jupiter in the second house is good. This is saying that there's something lucky coming in this month for you financially, or some kind of reward in a material sense. The second house is Taurus energy. Jupiter is going to Taurus. Somehow this is blessing you. So Jupiter goes into Taurus on the 17th of May, Aquarius. So this is somehow going to bless you if you're watching this. Gemini is friendship. It is communication. You could receive some blessed communication, or something very positive that you've been waiting for is going to come to fruition. So that's wonderful. It looks really nice. Let's see what else for Aquarius for May. This one wants to come out. Direction, new direction. Librans had that as well. There's a peaceful new direction coming up for you. You're going to find your way forward, Aquarius. It looks good. You also have lightness. What a beautiful card. May the light lift you to the surface. What a gorgeous card. Just look at that. It's so serene. So what I'm seeing here for Aquarius is you are protected this month. You have some kind of protection around you with an outcome for something important that you're wanting. So financially, it looks positive for you as well. And maybe in a way that you're not expecting. All right, and lastly, let's go to Pisces. Pisces, the eclipse is in your 9th house of belief and overseas connections, overseas travel. All right, so let's see what comes up in the cards. Also study. You might be ending a period of learning, or you may be letting go of something on a mental level that's been burdening you. Pisces, we have the Tower. Sudden developments that could be unexpected or shocking. The Hanged Man, you may feel stuck with a situation that you just don't know how to break free of, something that is making you feel stuck or trapped. But it looks like with the Tower, it will get resolved. All right, let's see what we get for Pisces from this Oracle deck, the Goddess Dreams. Something popping out here, I can feel it. Your path. Have courage to follow your own path. Wow. Okay. So Pisces people this month might feel that it's just difficult in some way to step into your own power in a way, without getting absorbed in what other people want from you. And it's a 36, which adds to a 9. 9s are about endings. Okay, so I really feel, as I look at this card, the importance of listening to your own soul. And Pisces are very empathic. They can be very sensitive to the environment, the energy of others, and it's almost like other people's influence could be a bit of an issue for Pisces this month, is what I'm getting. Let's see what the advice for you is, and then I'll look at the Astro Dice. What's the advice for Pisces for May? Play. May you seek out fun and connection. This makes a lot of sense because Saturn is in Pisces. So, and it will be till, I think, early 2025. So Pisces people, especially if you're born earlier in Pisces, you might be feeling a lot of stress at this time, a lot of pressure, a lot of work to do, just a lot happening at once that's putting a lot of demands on you. And it's reminding you to play. It says, may you seek out fun and connection. So, you know, take time out for you, Pisces. Don't always sacrifice everything for others. Take time out for you to do things for you, because it could be with Saturn in Pisces. This is a long-term influence for you guys. It can be debilitating if you're giving too much, working too hard. Of course, there's going to be hard work with Saturn in Pisces, but you need to slow down and do some self-nurturing. Let's have a look what the Astro guys say for Pisces. You have 5th house Libra, Sun. Yeah, so you may be sacrificing yourself for another person. We have Libra here, relationships. And, you know, if you're in a marriage or a long-term commitment, there is an element of self-sacrifice. And at the same time, you know, don't forget about you, basically, is what I'm getting here. And also take time out to play. The 5th house is the house of playfulness, of self-expression, of joy, finding your joy again, doing things with those closest to you with Libra, where you can actually really enjoy each other's company. It's not all at the moment just about work or struggle. So Pisces message from May is take time out to enjoy things. And when Jupiter goes into Taurus on May 17th, for the next year, that is going to bless Pisces as well. It will give Pisces a sextile aspect, which is a harmonious, if I can say it, angle, which will be beneficial for you. So you may find from May 17th onwards, slowly, a bit more of this energy of having fun comes into the picture slowly for you. But it looks like you're going to have to also make the effort to take time out of, you know, having to do so many things. And there might be some sudden developments that are a bit stressful. And it's interesting because this is the Neptune card, which Neptune rules Pisces. You might feel either a situation breaks you free from something that you've been stuck in for a while, or you may feel, Pisces, that you are waiting for change to free you up from something. So, but with the Tower there, it looks like it's more something happening unexpectedly. That's what I'll say. So I'll finish the reading now, but if you'd like to book a reading, remember the links are all below. Link to my website where you can order from me. Turnaround time is about at least 7 to 15 business days, because I'm always pretty booked up. But thank you so much for watching, and have a great month, everyone. Bye.